Archangel Michael says, before the moment you were born, your soul was paired with someone destined to walk beside you in this lifetime. That bond was sealed in the heavens, not by chance or coincidence, but by divine instruction. The person you feel so drawn to was never a mistake, they were an answered prayer waiting to manifest in your timeline. You felt it the first time you looked into their eyes, something in your heart stirred, something beyond the physical. It was more than chemistry, more than attraction, it was recognition, like you've known them in 1,000 lifetimes before. Your soul whispered, "This is the one," even before your mind could catch up. 333. Type Amen to get blessing. You may have doubted it because of how messy it felt. Maybe the timing was wrong. Maybe their life was complicated. Maybe they said the wrong things, or pulled away just when it felt right. But deep down, you still felt their energy tied to yours, even when they weren't around. Even when months passed without contact, you still found signs, dreams, reminders, as if the universe refused to let you forget. Because heaven never intended for you to forget. This was divine. Comment, "I receive this," if your spirit knows it. They were placed in your path to awaken you, to the depth of love you're capable of giving, to the wounds you needed to heal, to the type of union you were always meant for. They were not perfect, but they were chosen. And sometimes, God hides the greatest gifts behind the most broken beginnings. 444. Type Amen to get blessing. It may have started in chaos. Maybe it ended before it even began. But the connection never left. Your heart never closed. The truth is, he pulled away because he was scared. Not of you, but of what he felt when he looked at you. He knew his life would never be the same if he chose you, and that terrified him more than losing you. You saw a future in his eyes, didn't you? He saw it too. But his past held him prisoner. His wounds made him believe he wasn't worthy of the kind of love you offered. 555. Type Amen to get blessing. He distanced himself not because he didn't care, but because he cared too much and didn't know how to handle it. His silence was a scream for help. His coldness was armor hiding the fire burning inside him. People will tell you to move on, to forget him, to close the door and never look back. But your soul keeps whispering, "There's more to this story." And you can't silence a whisper that comes from heaven. You were not imagining the bond. You were remembering it. Comment, "My soul remembers," if you felt it too. This man, this soul, this connection, it's not finished. It's been paused. It's been rerouted. It's been tested. But it is not over. 666. Type Amen to get blessing. You've cried over him, haven't you? Not because he hurt you, but because you knew he was the one, and he couldn't see it yet. Because you felt everything he was too afraid to feel. The way he watched you when you weren't looking. The way he got quiet when you talked about the future. The way his hands trembled slightly when he touched yours. All signs of a soul fighting its own destiny. He was placed in your life not just for love, but for transformation. Both yours and his. Archangel Michael says, there are no accidents when it comes to divine unions. The resistance you felt was not a rejection, it was refinement. Heaven knew the timing had to be right, and hearts had to be ready. 777, type Amen to get blessing. Right now, you are being called to hold the vision. Even if it hurts. Even if you feel abandoned. Even if he has chosen someone else, or pretends you never mattered. Because what's written for you cannot be stolen, and what is ordained will find its way back, even through storms. That person was planted in your spirit because they belong there. And whether you realize it or not, they still dream about you. He remembers everything, the laughs, the tears, the dreams you shared. He might not speak it, but he feels it. Every time your name crosses his mind, a piece of him shatters. Comment, his soul still remembers me, if you feel it. 888, type Amen to get blessing. He may be acting distant, silent, or cold, but heaven is working on him behind the scenes. Divine hands are shifting his heart, softening his pride, and unraveling the fear that held him back. Don't let pain become bitterness. Don't reject your soulmate because of what fear made him do. Forgiveness is the key to unlocking what God still wants to give you. He is watching you from afar. Checking your social media. Asking mutual friends. Praying in silence that you haven't moved on. He still believes you're the only one who ever really saw him. 999, type Amen to get blessing. You saw through the mask. You saw the broken boy inside the strong man. You loved the parts he tried to hide. And that kind of love doesn't vanish, it echoes. He's been seeing signs too, your name in strange places, dreams of you he can't explain, feelings he thought were buried suddenly resurfacing. He's being prepared, just like you are. This pause was heaven's way of protecting what's sacred. Don't lose hope. Comment, he's coming back, if you still believe in this love. The enemy has tried to plant doubt, distractions, and even other people to pull you apart. But no counterfeit can replace what heaven has joined together. His heart beats differently when he thinks of you. 111, type Amen to get blessing. He may not have said it, but he misses you. Deeply. Silently. Painfully. He misses your laugh, your light, your way of seeing the good in him. He misses your words that soothed his storms. He misses the safety of your energy. And he knows no one else feels like you. He tries to move on, but your memory is a weight he carries. He may pretend to be fine, but his soul aches for you. And one day soon, he will break the silence. Comment, he still loves me, if your spirit agrees. 222, type Amen to get blessing. He dreams of telling you everything, why he left, what he feared, how deeply he cared but didn't know how to show it. But the words get stuck in his throat, trapped by guilt and regret. He's scared you've moved on. Scared that it's too late. Scared that you've forgotten what you both once knew. But you haven't. You're still holding on. And heaven is proud of you for that. Archangel Michael says, your patience is not in vain. Your waiting is not wasted. Your faith is not foolish. 333, type Amen to get blessing. You were chosen to love him because only you could love him this way. Only your soul had the frequency that could call him home. Only your heart had the strength to endure this delay. And soon, very soon, the delay will end. He will feel the shift. The divine nudge that says, "It's time." When that moment comes, he will reach out. Comment, "I'm ready for him now," if you've prepared your heart. He's not perfect. He still has flaws. But he has changed. Life has humbled him. God has softened him. And love has matured him. 444. Type Amen to get blessing. He's learned what he lost. He's realized what you meant. And he is coming back to make it right. Not with empty words, but with actions that show you he finally sees. He finally understands. He finally values what heaven gave him in you. You are not just a chapter, you are the story. And this time, he won't let you go. Comment, divine timing is real if you believe this. He's been watching from a distance, silently cheering for your growth, your strength, your healing. But each time you post something beautiful, something empowered, a quiet ache grows in him. He knows that you're becoming the person he always hoped you'd be, but now he fears you're doing it without him. That's not jealousy. It's awakening. His soul is remembering what it felt like to be close to you. And it's burning now more than ever. 555. Type Amen to get blessing. You may not know this, but something happened recently that shifted his spirit. A dream. A sign. A moment of stillness where your name came back with full force. He tried to distract himself, but nothing worked. The connections with others felt shallow. Conversations empty. His laughter forced. Because no matter where he goes, you're still the echo in his soul. Comment, he still feels me, if your heart knows it. The universe is setting things up. Aligning events. Rearranging divine order. Not to confuse you, but to reward you. Because your love was never wasted, not even the tears. He felt every prayer you whispered. Every time you forgave him in silence. Every time you sent love into the ether hoping it would reach him. And it did. It's reaching him now. 666. Type Amen to get blessing. He's being nudged, pushed, reminded again and again. He can't hide from it anymore. The more he tries to run from it, the more it appears. This is not a coincidence. This is divine timing working like thunder through the clouds of his denial. The storm is here to awaken, not destroy. He was blind before, but heaven has been opening his eyes. Archangel Michael says, your soulmate is not lost, he's returning with purpose. He needed to break, to see. He needed to fall, to rise. He needed distance, to understand your worth. Comment, he will value me now, if you feel the shift. You were always ahead of him spiritually. You always felt the connection more deeply. You were the emotional anchor. But now, heaven is balancing the scales. He's catching up. He's growing. He's changing. And soon, you won't recognize the old version of him, only the healed one that was always meant for you. 777, type Amen to get blessing. You will notice it in his voice, softer, steadier. In his words, clearer, intentional. In his eyes. They'll hold no more fear. He will come not to restart the old cycle, but to begin something completely new. A love that is sacred, secure, seen by the heavens and protected by divine light. You won't have to chase this time. You won't have to explain your worth. He'll know. He'll remember. He'll cherish. Comment, this time it will be different, if you're ready. There was always a war in his mind, between fear and love. For a long time, fear won. But not anymore. Because God's hand is on him now. And when heaven intervenes, no resistance can stand. Not pride. Not past wounds. Not fear. 888, type Amen to get blessing. Even if he's with someone else, it won't last. Because God never allows a counterfeit to thrive in a place reserved for destiny. He may try to convince himself otherwise, but deep inside, he knows, no one compares to you. They may have his attention, but they don't have his soul. That still belongs to you. He's been trying to replace a divine match with a temporary comfort. But heaven won't allow it anymore. Comment, I am irreplaceable, if you claim your worth. He's coming to a breaking point, the moment where silence becomes too loud. Where the weight of what he lost becomes too heavy. Where the urge to return becomes a divine command. And when he does, you'll feel it before he speaks. Your soul will recognize the shift. 999, type Amen to get blessing. The love you poured into him, the prayers, the waiting, it's all coming back multiplied. Because you didn't just wait for him, you evolved for him. You became the person worthy of the future you both dreamt about. And now, he's becoming the man worthy of you. Finally. Faithfully. Fearlessly. He'll tell you everything. He'll fall at your feet if he has to. He'll do what it takes to show you, this love was never meant to end. Archangel Michael says, be ready. The chapter that once ended in silence will reopen in glory. Comment, I receive this love story, if you feel the return near. 111, type Amen to get blessing. You didn't imagine this connection. You didn't exaggerate its meaning. Your intuition was never lying to you. He was the one. And he still is. The reunion may not look like a fairy tale, it may start awkwardly, humbly, with trembling hands and teary eyes, but it will be real. And that's what makes it holy. Don't reject your soulmate because of the broken version he once showed you. He's shedding that version now. Comment, his healed self is returning, if you know it's true. 222, type Amen to get blessing. The same God who showed you his name in dreams will now bring him to your doorstep. Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, completely. You were always meant to do life together, not separately. You were always meant to build, love, pray, laugh, and rise as one. You've waited long. Heaven has watched you endure, cry, grow, and rise. And now comes the reward. He will confess everything. The pain. The longing. The mistakes. And he will mean it this time. 333. Type Amen to get blessing. And when that moment comes, let grace speak louder than fear. Let your healing meet his. Let love flow where silence once reigned. You don't need to beg for what's yours. You only need to receive it when it comes. Because your spirit already knows it belongs. This love story isn't over. It's only just beginning, this time, with divine timing, heavenly protection, and matured hearts. Comment: this is the love heaven wrote for me, if your soul is aligned. 444. Type Amen to get blessing. He may have left once. But he's returning now. Not as a boy, but as a man who finally understands. And when he wraps his arms around you, you'll feel the peace that only destiny brings. You'll know, it was always meant to be this way. He is not perfect. Neither are you. But your love? It's holy. He won't come back with grand speeches. He'll come with humble eyes and trembling words. Because this time, he won't try to impress you, he'll try to honor you. He won't wear the mask anymore. He'll show you every scar. Every regret. Every moment he thought of you and wished he had done things differently. 555. Type Amen to get blessing. And you'll know, in that raw, quiet moment, that his return wasn't a coincidence. It was prophecy unfolding. It was God bringing the lost heart back to its mirror. You didn't lose him. You lent him to the storm so he could find his way back home. The winds may have shaken him, but they didn't destroy the root. Your love was the root. And now, it's blooming again. Comment: the reunion will heal us both, if you believe the time is near. Even now, he's rehearsing the words in his mind. He's pacing rooms alone, gripping old memories, scrolling through photos he thought he deleted. He wonders if you still smile the same. If your laugh still melts the noise in his mind. If your arms still feel like home. 666. Type Amen to get blessing. He misses your silence, even the quiet moments you shared where no words were needed. He misses the way you saw through his pain without him having to explain. You never needed proof. You felt the truth. Now, he's praying you haven't given your heart to someone else. He knows he waited too long. But heaven doesn't operate on human timing. And when God says, now, no man can delay it. Archangel Michael says, do not confuse silence with abandonment. He was always tethered to you. Always meant to return. Comment: he never left my soul, if you still feel him inside. He has tasted the world, and found it flavorless without your presence. He has smiled for others, and still felt empty. He has laid next to someone else, and dreamed of you. 777. Type Amen to get blessing. Don't let people talk you out of this connection. They didn't hear the promise heaven gave you. They didn't see the signs you've seen. They don't carry the knowing you carry. They don't see what's about to happen. Because when he returns, it will be so clear that it was always you. That no matter the time, distance, or delay, your souls never stopped reaching for each other. You are the prayer he didn't know he was whispering all this time. 888. Type Amen to get blessing. He will tell you how he ran, not because he didn't love you, but because the love was too strong. Too real. Too pure for the broken man he used to be. But now, he's stepping into the version of himself that can carry this love. Not just touch it, but hold it, protect it, honor it. And when he looks at you this time, it won't be with fear. It'll be with tears. Tears of finally knowing, he almost lost the best thing heaven ever gave him. Comment, he's ready now and so am I, if you're prepared for this love to bloom. 999. Type Amen to get blessing. The way he returns will surprise you. It won't be rushed. It will be sacred. Guided by unseen hands. Timed by divine whispers. He won't be confused. He'll be convicted. He won't ask for another chance, he'll prove he's worth it this time. He will come with vision. With plans. With purpose. Because this time, he knows you're not just a lover, you're the destiny. And he won't gamble with God's gift again. Comment, this is our divine restoration, if your heart feels the unfolding. 111. Type Amen to get blessing. Let them say what they want. Let them call you crazy. Let them doubt what your soul has always known. Because soon, the very ones who mocked your belief will witness your miracle. They'll see the reunion. The transformation. The prophecy fulfilled. And they will know, some love stories are written by heaven's hand, not man's opinion. You didn't chase this. You believed for it. You didn't force it. You prayed for it. Now, it's your time. 222. Type Amen to get blessing. When he returns, he'll speak your language fluently. Not just with words, but with actions. The consistency. The apology. The protection. The depth. You won't need to beg for attention. You won't have to fear the silence. Because the one who once avoided the light is now walking in it. You are his light. His anchor. His divine match. And now, he's ready to love you like heaven always intended. Comment, I was born for this kind of love, if you're stepping into it boldly. Archangel Michael says, love was never supposed to break you, it was meant to build you. And this time, it will. 333. Type Amen to get blessing. Because this time, the timing will be right. The hearts will be healed. The lessons will be learned. And what was once shattered will become sacred. This time, you'll walk together. No more running. No more silence. No more fear. Only love. Only truth. Only forever. He is coming. Heaven is watching. Your story is safe. 444. Type Amen to get blessing. You are chosen. You are protected. You are prepared. And your soulmate has finally awakened.